Now, how do I stop?
Let's all stop and get lunch at McDonald's.
From the bustling streets of New York to the tranquil landscapes of Japan, McDonald's has become a cultural icon worldwide. Today on Culinary Curiosities, we invite you on a mouth-watering escapade, exploring how this global chain that is known for those classic burgers and famous skinny fries no matter where you are, is actually very different in different countries. Get ready to indulge in a global feast that will expand your culinary horizons. Pack your bags, we're headed north across the border of McDonald's home to the land of Canada. Let's start off with a riddle. What would you think to find for breakfast in New York, but happens to star in the breakfast menu in Canada's McDonald's? If you guess bagels, you're correct. Get them with ham, cheese, eggs, all those breakfast proteins. You'll also notice that pancakes in Canada are called hot cakes, and they aren't shy with the syrup. Canada might be the only country where you can get real maple syrup at McDonald's. Canadian McDonald's one offering that is truly as special, delicious, and kind to our hearts as Canadian themselves is poutine. If you're not familiar, poutine is a French-Canadian dish made of French fries covered in cheese curds and gravy. Salty? Yes. Calorific? Yes. Worth it? Absolutely. There's also a spicy buffalo variation if you find yourself in Quebec. Down to Central America, we arrive in Costa Rica, home of the McPinto. That's right, for a tasty breakfast, you can get a combo of beans, eggs, plantains, and tortillas. You can also add on hash browns and a little sweet custard for a morning dessert. Definitely some good competition for the McMuffin. Next stop, Venezuela. In Venezuela, McDonald's offers arepas and empanadas. For those of you unfortunate enough to have never tried, arepas are a corn-based bread that's stuffed with meat, cheese, or veggies, usually made small enough to hold in your hand. Empanadas are also a sort of hand pie and look more like a Cornish pastry with a wheat-based dough. They're filled with cheese or beef and fried to crispy perfection. Across the Pacific Ocean and all the way down under, we land in Australia, which has a slightly illustrious menu and is also home of McDonald's nickname, Macca's. The first noticeable gem is hot cross buns. If you haven't been keeping up with the Great British Bake Off, hot cross buns are a spiced and soft milky bun studded with dried fruit, sporting a white cross on the top, which come from the UK and home of Australia's royals. The menu also features two types of butter, cafe butter and whipped butter. Any Australians available to tell us which one is better? In the dessert section, you can find frozen Cokes, aka Slurpees, which seem like an obvious and welcome addition to the Macca's menu. Finally, and maybe the most brilliant addition for those of us coming from the other side of the planet, akin to banana bread, a cakey slice of pineapple coconut bread is served with a nice smear of butter. The only question is, whipped or cafe butter? If we continue up into Asia, we first reach Malaysia, which has an extremely varied and regional cuisine. Most of the McDonald's menu are Western favorites, with the addition of two Malaysian dishes, nasi lemak and bubur ayam. Nasi lemak is a dish commonly served on a stunning banana leaf, but at McDonald's, you get some of that classic wax paper. It consists of coconut rice cooked with fragrant pandan leaf, a spicy paste called sambal, a fried egg, toasted peanuts, crispy fried anchovies, and cucumber to balance out the salt. Bubur ayam is similar to a congee or rice porridge common throughout South Asia. This one has shredded chicken, topped with green onions, sliced ginger, crispy fried shallots, and dried chilies. Lastly, a little surprise on the dessert menu, Belgian chocolate cake. Why not? Next up is Thailand, home of many spicy and globally adored dishes. On their menu, you find a corn pie. We're just wondering how it compares to the McDonald's corn pies of Central and South America. And for those who love spicy food, try the krapao rice. It's chicken fried with chili sauce, holy basil, and lots of garlic. Japan is a land of culinary discovery, and McDonald's is no different. Here you'll find a variety of unique menu items at McDonald's. The Shaka Shaka Potato Uminori salt flavor is a must-try for fry lovers with a special seaside saltiness from seaweed. For a filling sandwich, try the soy sauce roasted beef with teriyaki sauce. And for a sweet treat, diners can indulge in the McFloat in neon flavors such as purple grape and green melon. If anyone could beat Malaysia or Indonesia with breadth of cuisine, it's India, and their contributions to the McDonald's menu have become something of a legend for the Indian diaspora worldwide. You won't find any beef on the menu, but the American favorite dish has been adapted. Welcome, the Butter Chicken Burger. A bit of a weird option, but somehow seems to really suit the special clientele that would be eating at a McDonald's in India. The local favorite is the Masala Dosa Burger, a turmeric-spiced mashed potato filling topped with fresh peas. Grilled and placed inside of a soft whole wheat bun instead of the crispy fermented rice pancake that it's usually at home with, topped with a spicy mulligapodi mayo. Last but not least on the Indian McDonald's menu is the Maharaja Big Mac. In a vegetarian or chicken version, this burger is probably the most refreshing and complex burger known to Ronald Kind. The vegetarian patty is made of corn and cheese, probably paneer, and layered between two of those are pickles, shredded red onions, jalapenos, a smoky cocktail sauce, and then do it all over again cause this baby's a double-decker. Legendary for good reason. Further west in Saudi Arabia, you'll find a tempting biscuit McFlurry that'll make Australians seethe with jealousy. Heading well south into Africa, we have to go all the way down to the southern tip. Looking at their menu, you can tell what South Africans prioritize on a menu: spice. One of the favorites is the South African Spicy Bori Burger. This hot spin on the traditional Bori sausage is made from the traditional South African spicy sausage, layered with all the McDonald's classics: American cheese, crunchy lettuce, and a sesame bun. Not only do they have extra spicy options for most of the usual burgers, but they also have spicy flavor shaker bags with habanero seasoning. All you have to do is dump the spicy flavoring powder into your French fries bag, close it up, give it a shake, and then you have salty spicy fries to go with your jalapeno double or South African spicy bori. Honestly, pretty clever. Finally, we reach Italy, and with one of the proudest food cultures in contemporary cuisine, it unsurprisingly has a profound effect on the McDonald's menu. First up is the viral hit, the Parmesan snack. Yep, just a man's thumb-sized hunk of Parmesan for snacking on. Less outrageously are the panzerotti, which are almost a deep-fried mini calzone, commonly eaten especially in the south of Italy. Italian McDonald's really shine in the sweets department though. The menu brags of a gorgeous pistachio McFlurry, grandma's almond tart, Moroccan coffee, and what would an Italian dessert menu be without tiramisu? Last but certainly not least, we travel up north to Finland, home to Northern Europe's own version of McDonald's, Max Burgers, and some mind-boggling weird flavor combinations. On the McDonald's menu in Finland, you can find a steak sandwich on rye bread. Sounds healthy? The rye bread bun is made with bitter rye grain and potato flakes. Then, maybe the most unhinged McDonald's menu item of them all, a mango tropical shake. You know we're getting into dangerous waters with anything tropical this north of the equator, topped with, you guessed it, chocolate sauce. We hope you enjoyed this delicious journey around the world with McDonald's. Please note, Culinary Curiosities is not partnered with McDonald's and encourages all of its viewers to travel far and wide if you can, eat with no fear, and much patience. It's always worth it. But for the sake of fun, if you could only eat McDonald's when traveling, where would you go?